This is the best and the easiest online business start in 2025, especially if you're a beginner. I'm not going to waste your time. That's why I've drawn a YouTube logo and a face with an X on it because this is faceless YouTube automation. Okay, it's the easiest business model to start especially if you're a beginner, especially if you've never done anything before. So forget about all those gurus selling you things. Forget about dropshipping, SMMA, e-commerce, dropshipping, all those things, sales, forget about that. If you have no clue what you're doing, this is the easiest way. Okay, I'm telling you. So the business model is called YouTube automation. And what it is posting faceless YouTube videos on YouTube. Okay. And I'm going to start a mini series teaching you guys exactly how to do this. And this time I'm not going to skip uploads. Okay. I'm done with school. I'm done with everything. So I'll teach you guys everything step by step. I'll post every 3 days. So you can count on me. Okay. So if you're new to this, welcome. If you're not new to this, take a piece of paper and notes because I'm going to go through episode one thoroughly and it will get slowly more advanced. So if you're a beginner, make sure you watch everything. If you're advanced, if you have more experience, you can skip to the next episodes. So this is called faceless YouTube automation. Now, when most people think about creating a YouTube channel, they think about showing your face on YouTube and being a celebrity, right? Ryan Trahan, Mr. Beast, Speed. That's not the way to go. That's not the smartest thing to do because that's actually relying on luck and you have to be very charismatic and also you have to know what you're doing in terms of being a celebrity. For the average individual, it's very unlikely that you will do it, that you'll get success with that. Okay, you have to be Marlon for that. All right. If you're a random dude and you want to make money on YouTube, you don't have to show your face and be a celebrity. You can do this without showing your face. You can do this by creating faceless channels that don't show their face. Now you ask me, how is that even possible? How can a YouTube channel not show their face? Well, literally, they're everywhere nowadays. Faceless YouTube channels are everywhere. If we look at this video right here, this channel right here, Liberal Hive Mind, you would think this guy is probably like a celebrity, but if you click on his videos, this guy, wait, let me skip the ad. This guy does not, actually, no, it's not an ad. This
Hey
guy
guys, welcome to the Liberal
does not show his face at all. Okay, if you look at the video.
And since November.
Thank President Bukele.
Democrat outrage machine.
So
Implicit.
this guy is creating a YouTube channel and it's completely faceless without him or without his face showing anywhere, just his voice. And he's still making a bunch of money, I can tell you for sure. All right. And the thing that's special about this is that faceless channels sometimes or most of the times even make more money than normal YouTube channels because and they're also way more scalable and way more profitable because face channels, you have to show your face, you have to be there. It's a personal brand. Just like I'm out here showing my face, I can't make anyone else do it for me. Whereas when you have a faceless YouTube channel, you can outsource the work and pay someone else to make the videos for you. And you can just stay anywhere you want. You can be in Bali, you can be Dubai, you can be in Germany. The video will still go and they won't notice anything because the fans don't know how you look. And that's the power of faceless YouTube automation. And faceless YouTube automation, it's not being a content creator anymore. It's being a businessman because you spam out videos that get views and pay you money. And you build a snowball effect, and these videos get more and more views. And the more views you make, the more money you make. And then you outsource the work. Someone does the work for you. Okay, you pay someone on online. You pay them $30 for a video. That video makes $5,000. You have an insane return on your investment, ROI. And that's the power of Facebook automation. And once you get this thing started, the growth is going to be insane. And the money is going to be real sexy. So let's begin on how you're even going to make money. As I said, you make money by getting views. Okay. No views, no money. Okay. Keep that in mind. No views, no money. Big views, big money. But it depends. Okay, because not all faceless YouTube channels make the same amounts of money. Because there's channels out there with 3 million subscribers that are broke, but there's also channels out there with 50,000 subscribers that are killing it, that are destroying it. So that channel that gets 3 million, that has 3 million subscribers, gets 1 million views a month. And that channel that has 50,000 subscribers or 50K views gets, I don't know, 1 million a month too. But the difference is this guy with his 1 million a month makes 1K a month. Whereas this guy with 1 million a month, having only 50,000 subscribers, makes 10K a month. So not all channels get paid the same way for the same amount of views. And that's because of something that is absolutely vital for you to understand called the RPM. And this is what you're going to get paid with. Okay. So as I was saying, not all channels get paid the same amount of money, meaning not all channels have the same RPM. Now, what is an RPM? An RPM is basically how much you get paid per thousand views, revenue per mil. Okay, so you get paid based on views, and per thousand views, YouTube gives you a rate, kind of like a salary. You can think about of it that way. Okay, and it's different for every video, but it's gonna be around the same for your channel. And now that RPM, let's say it can be $3. If you have an RPM of $3, for every thousand views, you make $3. So if you get 1 million views, you make $3,000. That's a low RPM. There are much higher RPMs you want to be getting. Okay. For instance, if you make $10 per thousand views and you get 1,000 views or 1 million views, you're going to get paid $10,000. So just to show you that the guy who has a better RPM will make more than 3 times as much money than the guy who has the same amount of views but a low RPM. And this all comes down to why does this? Why does do certain channels get higher RPMs than others? Well, it's because of your niche, which is a topic I will be covering next video. Your niche is basically what's going to be the topic of your channel, okay? The sports niche, the tech niche, the finance niche, okay? And this is vital. You have to understand this if you want to be making a lot of money. Because if you choose a niche that has a low RPM, you need to be getting millions of views to get the same amount of money as the guy who has lower views but a higher RPM. And mind you, the higher the RPM is, the lower the views are going to be. But the higher or the lower the RPM is, the higher the views are going to be. So usually, videos with low RPMs are mostly entertainment videos. Advertisers are not going to pay a lot of money for that, but they tend to get a lot of views. However, Timu videos that have $100 RPM won't be getting past 1,000 views. So the goal is not to get, you can get $100 RPM if you want, but you're not going to get any views. The goal is to get the sweet spot RPM. And the best one, there's channels out there that get 10 to 20 RPM and they pull millions of views every month. I'll be showing you exactly what these look like in the next episode. Okay, well, now we've understood the theory. Now we understood kind of zoomed out how this works, right? You post faceless YouTube videos without posting your face, without showing your face, maybe your voice. Okay, these videos get views and there are different RPMs. You get paid via your RPM. You get paid a wage per thousand views. And the goal is to get as many views as possible to make as much money as possible. But because there are different RPMs, you need to choose a niche or an RPM that is high so you can make the most out of your views. But now you might ask, how is it even possible to make these videos? I mean, you don't show your face, then what are you going to use? Well, my friend, this is exactly why this is the best business model to start. Because this business model, you do not create things. You do not recreate things. You do not create clips. No, you leverage. Let me write it down. Leverage. Write that. Note that in your head. You leverage. You make use of other people's clips in your videos, and you make these clips together in a faceless YouTube video. This is a clip. You make them together in a 10-minute long video. You pack it together. You add text. You add voiceover. You add extra value, and that's your own work. YouTube will not copyright you for that. And you are allowed to make money with that. So you don't have to, you can literally be sitting at your computer and steal other people's videos, copy, steal, use their clips, and make your own money. And that's possible because of fair use. Very important thing I've not talked about a lot on this channel. Fair use. This is the fundamental um, rule we're going to follow for this YouTube chat business model, business strategy. Okay, because if let's say if you take a Marvel movie clip, Avengers, and you repost it exactly like it is, you will get copyrighted. It does not fall into fair use. However, if you take clips from Marvel movies and you use these clips as a visualization and you don't make the clips the sole focus or purpose of the video, and instead just as a clip where you talk over it and add extra value, that goes into fair use because you are repurposing the clip. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, that's the principle we're going to follow. And the rules for this is you have to create faceless YouTube videos, a certain topic, whatever it is. Let's say you're creating videos about cars, okay, cars. You're not gonna just download a video of someone else's car footage and just post it. No, no, no. You're gonna have an idea, right? Like let's say top 10 most expensive cars in the US. And then you take other people's clips and you put them in the videos, but you're gonna have like a million clips in there. But the clips, they're just there for visual. But in the whole thing, like the whole YouTube video itself, it's not focused on the clips. It's your own creative work. So you just use the clips for visualization. And you've made this into a bigger package. And that's what we're going to follow. Fair use. And literally, I've never had any copyright issues. Never. Because this is working. This is proven to work. All you have to do is just download. You don't even have to credit. You don't have to get any credit. Okay, screw that. You can literally just take people's clips, put them in your videos, as long as you add extra value, add an extra voiceover, and you make whatever you're making, you repurpose it into something else. That's faceless YouTube automation, and that's how we're gonna make money. Okay, so this was episode one. The fundamental, the basics, how this thing works. Next episode, I'll show you exactly how to find the best niche, and then I'll show you how to do this, how to make the videos, and then how to ensure they get views. Okay, because you can build something like this that gets, wait, oh wow, it's like, ooh, sorry. You can build something like this where you have a channel that just prints constantly every month. And all you have to do is just outsource. And then you end up having digital real estate in terms of videos that just pay you constantly, consistently, and also a lot of, in terms of cash, a lot. All right. So keep up with the channel. I'll see you again. Good luck.